Welcome to TNT Tuesday. I'm Chuck from TNT Customs, and we're gonna do a little manufacturing with Mary. So, if you're not familiar, Mary is the other half of Bob, also a huge facet around here in the company. The better half, my bad. And Bob and Mary Dungeon. I have no clue what goes on back here, but these people know a lot more than I do. So we want to talk about today, one of the things, 100 people running them, and we make them in, I don't even know, 50,000 variations. So we're going to talk a little bit about, if you're looking for TJ corners, we make them. Whatever you got in your head, we probably make that. So what do we got going on?
We also have the ability, if you want something funky and you don't mind waiting, we can do a one-off for you. I don't like to advertise that too much, but we can do it because our name is TNT Custom.
And we are known for custom stuff. You dream it up, you want to pay for it, we can build it. That's how it goes.
So, Jason, tell us a little bit about this machine and this process of how we actually put that bend in our corners.
So this is our big jig for pressing our corners.
What's unique about this though? Because I know a lot of people have these, a lot of people make corners, but ours is a little different. And why?
We air bend our corners, so there's no, you'd say, hard friction of just pressing them in between two dies. The corner can actually form around the big die up here a lot easier. So it doesn't leave scratches or gouges on the outside that you have to deal with. Essentially, once you get the corners from us, they're ready to go to paint.
Nice. Makes finish work a little bit easier for paint, powder coat, whatever you're going to put on there. If you're trying to do a high gloss finish or something that hides everything, a lot easier if you don't have a bunch of extra material to work with.
Oh, yeah, and less cleanup and everything else.
Right on, right on.
So I'll show you guys how this works real quick.
Give us a demo. Yeah. And what radius are these? Is that 37s?
This particular corner is a 37 stretch.
Oh, and it happens to be going to
His corner.
Bobby, actually his better half, Dawn's. TJ is getting a new set of corners, fenders, sliders, a whole palette headed right away.
You can see you can see these rollers down here. This is what I mean by it's an air bend. So the rollers allow the corners to just be pressed and rolled around that die instead of sliding into the bottom of the jig.
And a little history for you guys. Bob and his first partner, Matt, actually built this contraption. We built these corners 15 years ago. So we have put a crap load of corners through this press. And you get a nice clean bend, and they match perfect.
You can see there's no gouges, no scratches that have to be dealt with.
Nice.
It's just a nice clean corner.
Nice. So if you guys are looking for TJ corners, we make them. LJ corners, we make them. Not only do we make them in a ton of variations. Stretch, non-stretch, big opening, little opening, oversized opening, all the way up to mine, which is something extreme and custom. But guess what? Bob went out, did some measurements, and knocked them out of the park. Most of you have seen my Jeep. The corners on it are something that definitely stands out. It's one of a kind. They're super stretch. I think mine were 12-inch stretch is what we developed.
They're crazy.
They're way back there. So I have the LJ look, but it's a TJ. Most people don't even know my Jeep's not an LJ, but I get that all the time.
Right.
And that's all off because of giving the measurements, and we can do custom stuff, which is half of our name.
I know when I was first trying to learn all of our corners, try to keep it straight in my head, all the combinations of things we can do. Made myself a little cheat sheet. And I drew a picture of, this is the stock hole. This is what it looks like. Then I overlaid, you want a little bit bigger hole. You want to extend it.
And stretch.
Do you want the whole hole moved? Do you want LED?
Make them with all the stuff she's talking about. We also make them with light pockets. You can get LED push-in lights. You can get the ORO. You can get the max builds. We make them for many different combinations. So not only do we just make them in custom sizes, stretches, and all of that, we make them with so many options. Literally, it is a part listing nightmare.
It is.
Then you get from all of that we go into flares
Yeah.
because we only make them in
3-inch, 4.5, and 6.
So
Or
there's
no
more,
flare.
or North flare, like I prefer, because you won't get anything caught up.
Yeah.
That's just my preference. But if you're looking for flares, we have those as well. We make them in tons of different combinations. Next time we'll cover JKs because, well, you guessed it. We make those in a bunch of combinations, and I don't have time for today.
And they aren't even on our website yet. There's so many JK corners that we're trying to dial in what we're going to offer, what we're not going to offer.
Stretch,
I mean,
non-stretch,
I can't
oversized.
have all these things on the shelf. We gotta pick. Let's pick a couple things. So
Yes, ma'am.
we'll go into those the next time. We'll have some samples to show everybody and get some ideas on that.
Yes, ma'am.
So Chuck, you and Mason just got back last night.
I
from
did.
A nice big
Yeah.
trip.
Yeah, it was a
Tell
bit of a
us-
drive.
Tell us about your
We
little
spent
trip.
the weekend at Winter 4x4 Jamboree. If you guys have not been to Sand Hollow, it is a premier off-roading location in the United States. It is beautiful. The weather, for the most part, is pretty reasonable, and I don't think you find wheeling like that in many places at all. The event itself was huge. I heard well over 1,000 people. I can definitely vouch for that. I showed you the video in the morning. There was freaking Jeeps everywhere. One of the biggest events I've been to, I've been doing it for a while, that very specific event, and there was a ton of us. It went really well. I didn't see many rollovers this year, which is nice. I didn't see too many breaks this year, which was nice. I didn't see the helicopter come in from Like Flight, so that's always a key. But we did make it back. We sponsored a couple trails, got to just meet a bunch of people, hang out with people to run our products. It was really awesome. I'm super glad to see everybody that was out there, and I cannot wait for the next one. I think it was a success, and we've already got positive feedback, so a lot of people liked it.
Next time we get to go to Sand Hollow, we'll be
Trail Hero, yes. I got to talk to
We'll
Rich.
go back there this year.
Going to be a big deal.
Hopefully
TNT
Bob and
will be
I
much
go
more
up.
involved. I would love to have Bob and his TJ out there and
that'd be
ripping
great.
it up with me.
So on the way home, you
Yes, ma'am.
stopped and did something kind of cool.
Yes, I got to stop at, we got to stop at Summit Machine and see Julene. Hello, Julene, if you're watching.
Hey, Jolene.
I had no idea. I thought, because I'm in the Jeep world, that it was an off-road shop. I was pleasantly surprised to learn it was a machine shop, and they make off-road parts as part of their lineup in their machining process. So that was cool to see how some of the most badass links I've ever seen were made. Those things are next level, and she is a very knowledgeable person for
She
everything.
grew up with it.
Oh yeah, you
Just
can
like,
tell. Yeah.
Just like Jason
Yep.
grew up with this.
Absolutely.
Jolene
She told
grew
us
up with
yesterday, 5 years old, making parts with her dad, watching cartoons, and she never thought that's where she'd be, but
Which
she
is
loves
awesome.
it.
Yeah,
Yep.
and she's
So if
killing
you
it.
guys didn't see that live video, go back and check that
Yep.
out because Chuck and Mason walked through Jolene and got
Yep.
some really cool tips and
Yeah,
got to
and we
see some
posted
really
that
neat stuff.
on our Facebook, so
Yep,
that whole
yep,
video is
so
there
it's
if you
on-
want to check
it's
it
on
out.
there.
There's a
Yep.
great tour of her facility to show you exactly what's going on up there.
Yep.
And if you haven't checked them out, definitely look up Summit Machine. We use their stuff for our stuff.
for
It's tough.
15 years now.
Ultra 4s, guys are using Rockwells all the way down to UTVs are using their stuff. It's good stuff. I would check it out for sure.
Then you wanted to talk a little bit about Last Man Standing.
Last man standing, we are full. We have a full commitment of people that are ready to go.
In May. It's a little less
Hardcore.
hardcore.
More sightseeing and
Way more
overlanding?
Overlanding, exploring.
Yeah.
I know I asked Bob the other day, he said he's got quite a few people signed up for that. But
Awesome.
if that's more of your style of what you would like to try to go out and do, that is going to be around the middle